once again, it's Mash Goes for you, introducing Mukoma Tafazwa, introducing as well Mukoma Nkomo from the Polytechnic of Plumtree. I'm here today to take a minute of your time to illustrate a few things that you can look at in terms of breeding stock. Let me take a minute to introduce to you this guy here. You can see, if you are looking for a buck for breeding, you need to look at this guy. If you look at him closely, you can see his head, his nice shape, his Roman nose with wide, nicely stretched nostrils. If you look at his chin, it's well coming curvy to the mouth, and you can see his head is nicely solid. The other thing you can look at is the horns. If you look at the shape of the horns, it's actually going the same way the head is coming forth in front here. So this means you're having good breeding genetics. I'll tell you for a fact, if you look at this guy, his teeth here is just 2 years old, and you can see his size. So this means this is a very good breeding buck. In addition to what you should look at is the length. If you look at him from here, look at the length. This length is what you need. So if you are having short sturdy females, you introduce him, you are going to get offsprings that are going to be slightly longer. So in breeding, you also need to consider the length of the animal. And additional to the length of the animal, you also need to look at his chest. If I do this, you can see his chest here. You can see his chest. It's nice and broad. His chest, nice and broad. His chest, nice and broad. Look at his legs following the chest and falling in the chest. And additional to it, you need to look at the size of the ears. Look nice and long, following the size of the horns. In addition, if you come and look at his lower side, it follows as well the shape of the horns. Look at the back side. It's nice and firm. These animals are not trimmed. These animals are not washed. We bring them to you as real as they are, for you to understand what an animal is, what a goat needs to look like when we talk in terms of breeding. I want you to look at, sorry my guy, I want you to look at his balls. This is the engine. This is where the genetics transfer happens. This is where the genetics is stored. If you look at his balls, you can see the length, how long they are, how nice and hanging they are. Yes, they have enough free play to mix the juice, so that when it is transferred to a female, you have a lovely breeding male. Thank you. From Mash Goes, we say we'll talk again soon.